Welcome to another installment of Confessions of a Spoon Cooker. Hypodermically speaking, I am your host. I do have a name. Today's episode, I will talk about drugs and everything else surrounding that taboo topic. First time I ever tried any kind of drug, I guess I was maybe 11, 12 years old, it was alcohol. I believe it was beer. I was young. We had some kids older kids buy alcohol for us. We had a few beers. We thought we was cool. Then, I tried tobacco. Again, the older kids got us that stuff. Later on, I tried weed. Older kids gave us that stuff. After a while, we didn't need the older kids. We was the older kids. We was able to get that stuff on our own. High school. This is from 2003 to 2007 is when I started messing around with those prescription medications. Everything from Xanax to Percocets, Oxycontin. Those were big back then for my generation. I also tried cocaine for the first time. First time I ever did the heroin, actual heroin, not no fentanyl or no prescription. I believe it was 2008. I got introduced to it from a friend. He just picked up a bunch of bags. We were hanging out at the Pizza Hut. I asked him what was that, even though I knew what it was. I asked him, can I try it? Sure. Just gave it to me like it was a piece of candy. I went in the bathroom stall, got myself a straw. Done deal. Once I tried it, I liked it. My body told me I liked it. From that point on, nothing else came close to it. Heroin was the shit. I always had to have the shit. Because it made me feel good. Made me feel good. Made me feel good about myself. Made me feel good about whatever situation there was. And it did a lot for me at the time. I didn't feel no pain. I felt confident. I liked the nodding out aspect of it. The only thing I did not like was the stigma that came attached with it. Once people know you're doing heroin or the dope, people will distance themselves from you. They want nothing to do with it for obvious reasons. Nothing good comes from it. If you have a heroin addiction, a dependence on it, it will destroy your life. It will claim your life in the end. That's what its main goal is. It's the devil hidden in the little bag. It's out to destroy, crush, kill you, whatever. It will take your life. You're not exempt from that. No one is. It will take your life. Whether or not it's going to be the reason you die, but it will destroy your life. It will destroy everyone's life around you. Anybody that knows and loves you. But I wasn't thinking about that at the time. I was young and stupid. To me, it was an enjoyment. It was something I could do to have fun. Something to be cool. Yeah, I'm cool now, 30 years old with sunglasses on, making these YouTube videos. How cool am I, really? So from the first moment I tried it, I had to have it every single time. It wasn't as bad as it is now. I could do it once a month. Don't even think about it, but I knew once that chemical registered in my brain, in my DNA, and became a part of me, my body knew that's all I ever wanted. That's what I wanted. That's what I began slowly to crave, and I did not realize it at that time. That was 2008 when I first tried it. It's 2019 now. It's almost 11, gonna be 12 years I've been on it. I started out sniffing it, I only started shooting it once my girlfriend showed me how to do it properly. Before that, I would never touch a needle. I was scared of needles. But the way she did it in front of me made it seem so easy. And she shot me up for the first time, and by then, it was a done deal. I knew how to Walgreens. I knew how to go to Walgreens and get my own rigs, my own works, my own set. Those are needles. I knew how to go cop my own shit down in the projects. I know how to administer it myself, how to cook it up, get the cotton, everything. The way I would do it, people would do it inside of a bottle cap. I never liked the bottle cap, the water cap. I like the old school way with the spoon. I pour my bags out into the spoon, hit it with some spring water, heat it up with a lighter till it gets a little bubbly. Then put a piece of the cotton swab from the Q-tip over it, soak it up with my 31 gauge needle. And I would either use a belt or a long rubber band to get a vein to popping. And I like the hand grips too, because once you got yourself with the belt or the rubber band on your arm, and you got the grip in your hand, you could get the vein to pop out more. I never really had a problem finding the veins. I had nice veins. I got nice veins that pop out when they want to, so I could always find the vein. I know some people that never had a vein they could see visibly, and they had a difficult time shooting up. Spent a long time trying to find a vein. But by the time I figured that out and I was showed it and I knew how to do it and I made my own little method, it was over. It was only maybe like 6 months ago I started shooting. It came with such a nice rush, nice high, nice buzz. I overdosed 4 times last year. I had to be waking up 4 times, revived 4 times by the ambulance people last year. This year it's been twice already. Sometimes I just pray that I just die from it. It's hard to get off this shit. It's hard to get help from this shit. It's hard to... Once you do it, like with anything else in your life, with any substance, once you try it and you introduce that anything into your body, it registers within your DNA. It registers within your subconscious. It registers in your memory. So now your body knows that, oh, this was good. Things could be bad too, but once your body registers something it likes, it's never gonna forget it. Once I tried dope, I liked it. I loved it. In the beginning, I would get sick, throw up, it was too strong, whatever. But gradually, your body learns to forget about that, and you become dependent on it. It's all you want. I worked hard my whole life, and up until the last 6 months, I went through my savings, I went through all my credit, I went through every single aspect of money I could get out of everything. I squeezed everything dry. I'm broke as fuck right now with nothing going for me. I would just buy dope. I would buy dope, go home, my parents' home and use it. Or I would go in the bathroom and use it, or on the train and use it. Or your friend's house, or your mom's house, anybody's place, I would go do it. I had to have it. If I felt myself getting sick, I knew I had to go get my medicine. And I went to rehab not too long ago. Rehab only works if the person in it really is ready to make that commitment. If you go in there for any other reason, if the judge made you go, or it's to please someone else, or if you're running from something, it's not gonna work for you. You have to be really ready and willing to give yourself up to a higher power and acknowledge that you have no control over this, and that you're ready to make a change in your life, a necessary change to take that step, and want to be clean, want to be better, want to be sober, that you don't need this in your life anymore. Because like I said, this poison, this drug will just crush, destroy, and kill anything and everything in its way. That's what it's set out to do. That's the devil hiding in the bag. It's the devil hiding in the bag. Every time you go get that dope, it's the devil trying to destroy you every chance it gets. It may not kill you, but it's taking time away from your life where you could be helping your family, being there for your family and your loved ones, working towards a school, reading those pages in the book you need to read for class. Pay attention on the road when you're driving so you don't kill nobody or yourself. for anything. For when you're at work, paying attention, making sure you're doing the job right, making your employer happy, making the business successful, and making the customer happy. Because once you get on that shit, once you get on that dope, getting off of it is so much harder. It's so difficult. It's like I said, once you introduce that into your body, into your system, your body's never gonna forget it. It's gonna want it every single time. You can go to recovery, you can go to detox, you can go whatever, but it's still gonna be a part of you. It's gonna be a long time before you completely forget about it. And if you don't have a strong will, or if you're not ready to get off of it, you're never gonna get off of it. It's gonna claim you. It's gonna take everything you got from you, whatever that may be. I'm making this video today, but by next video, I might not have this chain no more. I might not have my watch and the bracelet. I might get rid of the earring just to go get myself some more bags. What I paid for this material possessions is nowhere near what I'm gonna get back once I go sell it. Even though the price of gold is going up, I'm still gonna get ripped off no matter what. Like, I don't understand how some people never try it a day in their life. Can have a career, can have a job, be successful, have a family, have kids, can have a spouse, can have everything great in their life, everything everybody else wants to have, but everybody's scared to put in the work for it. But you're ready and willing to go cop that bag. You're ready to go down to the projects at any time of the day, night, you don't care. Police in the area, you don't care. You get robbed, you don't care. You get sold some rat poison, you don't care. You just want to get that shit. Once you get it, you can't wait to go do it. I've known people, I've been around people where as soon as they get it, they couldn't wait. They're in the car already shooting up. They're driving. I knew one girl, she would cook it up in the car and use her seatbelt around her neck to get a vein to pop and shoot it into her neck. That's how fucked up this shit is. I had friends, they found them on the toilet. The last thing they did, they found them in the bathroom sitting on the toilet with a needle in their arm. That was their last moment, like Elvis when he died. I've had friends go down to rehab down in Florida, come back to Jersey. I've seen them the night before they died. They don't even recognize me. That's how fucked up they are. I go say what's up, they don't even know me. And that night they go die. One friend died from that shit because he mixed the Xanax and the dope together. And that's a bad combination because his breathing stopped and he died. They found him the next morning. When I overdosed, I didn't even know I was overdosing. My girl saved my life this year and I wasn't even there to save her life. That's why she's gone. I blame myself. I only did 3 bags. And from what they told me, I ended up on the floor. I was turning blue. They got so scared. The dude I was with, the guys whose house he let us stay at, didn't even care. He didn't want the ambulance coming to his house. My girl had to beg him to call 911 because she didn't have a phone. If she didn't do that, I would not be here right now. This drug shit is bad, man. Like, the last 3 or 4 months, that's all I've been doing. Instead of looking for a job, instead of anything else, that's all I've been doing. Is just worry about getting the drug home, and doing the drug. That's it. That's all I've been thinking about. It's all that's been on my mind. Not to say that I haven't been thinking about other things, but that's always been the priority for the last 3 or 4 months. And look what it did to me. Nothing. It's taking everything away from me. Got no job. Got no girlfriend anymore. My family's gonna disown me. They should have disowned me a long time ago. They should kick my ass out when I was 18. Maybe I would have been growing up to be a different person. It's not their fault though, it's all my fault. The only thing that comes out of this is that you make the drug dealers happy. Put money in their pocket, you pay their bills. You help them buy clothes, you help them buy cars, all that fancy shit that could have been yours. Like, this shit is no joke. There's so many people out there that are fucking around with it, don't even know. Sometimes you get a bag, you don't even know what's in that bag. One time we went to my Girls Connect, her people, whatever, some fucking asshole off the street, Perth the M-boy, we did that shit, it was garbage. She went to the detox the next day, they ran her blood, they said it was PCP in that shit. You believe that shit? I shot that shit up the same bag as her, and I didn't even know. I didn't even feel the PCP, but it registered on the blood test. That's fucked up. I'm telling you, if you don't get the message, it's gonna destroy you. It's gonna take everything away from you. I'm literally at the end of my life at this point. As far as I'm concerned. So I've screwed up so bad where it's no sense to even fix it no more. It's no sense to go back to work, get a job, work to pay it off. I'm 30 years old. Half my life's already gone pretty much. I'm not gonna live that much longer. And every day is just another struggle. It's another hassle. It's a hassle for me to be alive. Because I can't do nothing good for myself or anybody else. All I do is just make people upset. Make people hate. They know me. People hate seeing me like this. People argue because of me. Because of my selfishness. Because of everything I've chosen to do. It's some sad shit, I'm telling you. I miss the days when just smoking the blunt was just all I needed. But whatever excuse I want to use, however I want to justify it, there's no way to say that this shit is good. This shit is bad. My opinion, if they legalized drugs in this country, in the United States, if they legalized all the drugs, it would eliminate the criminal element. And at the same time, the people that really want the drug will go get it, and they would wean themselves out with the rest of the society. The herd will be thinned. They thin the herd, because the people that really are useless and don't contribute to society would overdose on that, and they will be gone. And the smart people who know better will have no reason to pick it up in the first place. And if that shit was controlled by the government, I can tell you this, it'd be less cool. When weed was illegal, everybody was smoking weed. Now that weed is legal and regulated, it's not as cool to go smoke a blunt. You can't. It's not even the point being cool. It's just that people smoke just to be cool. Nobody smoked weed out of necessity. People smoked weed because it was cool, made you feel good, to fit in. You know, there is the medical aspect of it with cancer patients and other research that indicates that it does prevail in some aspect, beneficial to the human body, but in the long term, I don't think anything you smoke is good for your lungs. And any substance, chemical or otherwise, that's not natural, that you ingest in some form or another into your body, cannot benefit you in some way. Even they have these brownies, the cakes, the lollipops, whatever, with THC infused. It doesn't mean that shit's still good for you. You don't know what other ingredients are in there. You know? Same thing when you smoke. When you smoke it, yeah, you get the THC out of it, but at the same time, when you burn those leaves, the weed leaves, it produces other chemicals that are worse than cigarettes and you inhale. And a lot of times, there's no filter. You know? But the thing with heroin is, nowadays, it's not even heroin. It's that fentanyl, carfentanil shit. A lot of people are dying from that shit. But if you know how to get good dope, like, you can tell when it's good dope. When it's heroin, when you go to mix it up, the shit will turn to like iced tea in the spoon or whatever. Has that brown, reddish brown color to it. That's how you know when it's at least some dope in there at least. When you get that white shit and you mix it up, it's that fentanyl shit, that carfentanil shit. And if you ever look online, the amount of carfentanil they showed is so little, and that's all it takes is to kill an adult human being, like a child even. Forget about it. If a kid gets a hold of that shit, you can kill the whole kindergarten class. That's the whole generation not graduating. They get all that shit overseas, the synthetic laboratories, whatever. They're making the money and everybody else is dying. Makes sense because it's all business, it's all profit, it's all money. They all want to make money off this shit. But then how do you have a government at one hand, you know, they're not allowing, they're making drugs illegal, but at the same time they're allowing the drugs in the country. Of course they're gonna allow it in. That's how the shit gets in. No cop, no law enforcement agent is gonna tell you, yeah, we allowed that, but there's so many scandals and so much other research you could find out what they allowed it. It's the only way sometimes the government could have made money, like with Reagan and the whole Iran-Contra shit with CIA running coke into the country, and then they figured out how to make crack when the crack hit. That was bad. Everybody took a break from the dope and they was doing the coke. And then later when the coke got played out, everybody was back to the dope. And heroin came back in a bigger way. Everybody was doing those prescription pills. It was those Percocets, it was those blues, whatever it was. They even have people selling fake pills out there. They have a pill press, the mill, they make it, whatever.